Hey there, welcome back guys. In today's video we're going to be going over the Pavo Pico again. That's right. How many videos are you going to make about this drone? So some of you users or viewers have had experiences that are different. Some are saying, yay, this is great man, thanks. And others are like, what the fuck, it's not working. So I'm going to fix that for you guys. Apparently there are different versions of the firmware that are out there. The first video was done with the firmware that was on my Pavo Pico, and Beta FPV actually gave me a 50% discount because why not send a new drone? So the original drone that the settings were being configured on was the drone that they wouldn't take back. All right, so, and I noticed that I downloaded the latest firmware from the Pavo Pico website and it's different. So without any further ado, let's get started. So here's my computer. I'm gonna connect to the Pavo Pico and I'm gonna go to my settings, see my ports. See here, I have GPS, I have UART4. So remember this, UART4 is on in the configuration MSP, and then we turned on UART6 in the serial RX area. So it's like reverse. It's on here and on there. So, you know, like high, low. But don't worry about that because we're going to start from scratch. I'm just showing you my settings. Configuration, if you go into PID, right, we will see my throttles and motor settings are 70. And I believe the this is off, but I might put this to scale. I'll put it on scale for you guys so we can experiment with it. Here it says S-Bus, right? So all that's going to be gone. If you look on the right hand side, you see my GPS. Okay, so I'm going to go into the CLI and I'm going to type dump all because I want to save these settings. These settings took a while to get. It took me a while because I couldn't find them online. So I was like, is it this one? Is it that one? On, off. And then finally it worked. And then I was like, I gotta save these settings. So I save it. I'm gonna put with GPS and flip, because flip is not in the other video, because by default it wasn't in the firmware. And I'm gonna click, oh, I just saved it. So make sure it's there on my desktop. GPS, so I need to keep that. Gonna delete that. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the Pavo Pico website, which is here. You should see it in the description. It'll load like that. Okay, and then you just scroll down. And what you're gonna do is you're going to click on the text version, 2.4 gigahertz. I know it's a 2.4 because that's what I chose at checkout. So if you checked out with a different firmware, just select the text file that's right for you. For in this case, 2.4, and it's downloaded. In this case, I'm going to click open, most likely on the Mac. If you're on the Mac, it would be in your downloads folder, which is right there. See that? It's the first file. But for me, I'm going to just select, oh, I guess I lost it. That's fine. I'll just go here in the downloads. And if I'm not sure, let's say you're not sure, there's so many. Why? How do I know I opened the right one? You know what? Forget about all that. And then just open up the one that just downloaded. Okay? And then I'm going to copy it, close the window, close that window, close this window, and then I'm going to go into here and paste it in and just press enter on the keyboard. It'll work its magic, and this will solve the problem for you because I noticed that by default the flip isn't there, but on this firmware the flip is there. Okay, we're going to click connect and we're going to go to ports. As you can see, there's no more GPS. Right, it's gone, and there's no more UART6. It's gone. But if you took notes, hopefully you took notes, you have it. But that's okay. I know it anyway. So we turned off 3, left on 4. Right, 4 is on, and then we turned on 6, but 6 was on the serial port, and that's it. If you're not sure, check your notes. As you can see, I always keep notes of my configurations by default. 3 is on, and then turn off 3, UART4, right, is on configuration MSP, which is there. And then UART4 peripherals, follow it down, goes there. Yep, VTX, and UART6 serial RX is on. You know, you just always want to check your notes just to be sure. As you know, so you don't. And then what you want to do is save and reboot. Okay, saved it and reboot, and it should hold. Fingers crossed. Connect, and then go to configuration. Not there. What was it? Receiver. Modes. Ports. There we go. All right. So ports. See, it's there. It's saved. So now we're going to go down configuration. That's fine, but there was something I wanted to change. I'll leave it. I'll save that for another video. Presets. That's fine. PID tuning. This is what I wanted to change. Scroll down, see how I had it at 70 before? I'm going to change this to 73. Okay. And then save it. That's saved. And then for here, I just want to try this. You could always put it back. I'm going to put scale. All right. Just remember, take notes, because you're like, what was that again? Or you can go back to the video and then just do whatever. Receiver. Okay. Now see, remember it said SBus. It's gone. It's now set to GRSF. So we're going to put SBus back, save and reboot. Okay. And then connect again. Ports. Now we're going to go to, not modes, but I believe it was, and so we did receiver, right? And now we go to modes. All right, so now this is where everything is going to be configured for. Can't edit that out. I made a promise. This way, everything, if it doesn't, you'll see it happen for me in real time. So if it doesn't happen for you, go back to the video, pause something, or maybe you don't have the right Pablo Pico. Maybe you have the other version. All right, so for ARM, it's going to be aux2, okay, aux2, and then we're going to just move this. Remember, pause the video if it's happening too fast. I'm just doing this fast also because of Osmo Action 4 will probably overheat, and hopefully it doesn't. How much battery is left? It's the only downside to the camera. Okay, that's aux2. aux1 is going to be angle mode. You want to be in angle mode in the beginning as a new pilot. It's phenomenal. It's a great experience, and the drone won't do any flips or anything, but you know, it won't be intimidating, because some people buy this remote and they sell it because they're just like, I can't fly. But if you, and this would be aux1 for Horizon mode, and then beeper, the beep, would be aux3, which is right here. That's aux3. That's going to get you to beep. Okay. All right. And then what we're going to do is, let's see. For beeper was aux3. So that's going to be the full range. Okay. So we go here. So right about there to the full range for the button, because it's a button. So this is what's not flip. See, aux4 will be flip, which is this key right here. It says start stop. But that's going to be your flip button, if you can see. Flip, 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 because you'll get an error and like, how do I shut it off? All right, so that's going to be aux4, so we're going to range it from 2000 to 1500. All right, there. And that should do the trick. We're going to click save. Okay. And so now we have, just double check, aux2 is arm, which is this button here. That'll arm you. Turn on the drone. aux1, oh sorry, not aux, this is aux2. Sorry, start minute. That one. See that one? It says manual S and M. All right. So that's to arm it. That's aux2. The other one, this one is the aux1. So that's 2 and 1. It's kind of like reverse and flip. All right. So you'll see when you put on your goggles. And then we have aux1 to set the modes. aux3 is the beep, right? And then flip over after crash will be 4. And that's like, if you get the error, it's like, sorry, your drone flipped over. And then it's stuck. So you just press it and it should revert everything back. Just gonna save again. And notice how my GPS is not visible, because it's on, but it's not visible in here because that requires another video. So you can always go back to the video for the GPS if you install it on. All right, so that takes care of that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to sync everything, because some of you have trouble syncing it, but don't worry, I'm here to help with that. So what you want to do is you want to put put this into pairing mode. You're going to turn it on, make sure the drone is off, okay? And then, as you can see, you're going to hold down the power button, which is right there. Hold it down. Hold it. See, I'm holding it. It's not me, it's you. Hold it again. Shut off. Turn it on again. Sometimes it could be glitchy that way. And now I'm going to hold the power. It works when it works, and it doesn't work. There we go, I'm holding the power. Okay, now it's beeping. It's looking for the drone. I gotta find the battery, disconnect everything, because as you saw, I did it all in real time and it didn't work. It happens sometimes. So when you say, hey, I got a cool app, wanna check it out? And then your friends think you're crazy because it doesn't work. So now I'm gonna go into here, right? And press this button until it flashes. Wait for it. Press it again until it flashes. See, now it's flashing and it found it. Now I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to put it into search mode. I'm going to turn on the goggles. I'm going to put this into search mode. See, it's flashing. Looking for a device. So I'm going to do that with this. I'm going to turn this on. Okay, and it's still flashing, which is great. You guys will see it in a second. Then I hold down the power button. It's looking. That's flashing. Yeah, I heard the beep. 3, 2, 1. See? It worked. So that's what you got to do to sync everything. Remember, we're rushing because once the Pablo Pico overheats, it's over. Anyway, flight time is gone. Everything's gone. Okay, that's recording. You see everything. I'm going to take it out of horizon mode, and there's no way in hell I'm flying it in here. Okay? Because it'll crash. Call me the Crasher. Maybe I should change my screen name to Flight Commander Crasher. Alright. And there we go. Time. Put this here. Pablo Pico. I'm just going to start the motors. As you can see, it started. I just started it to cool it down, but I just have to get my phone. Because as you can see, you can't see anything, but if I have my phone tells me where the drone is. And then voila. So now, I'll make sure I'm in the right mode. I'm in remote controller stick error. Why, I don't know, but that's okay. Everything else is working. But what's really cool is on the right, it tells you how many RPMs are spinning. And why there's a remote controller stick error, I don't know. But I'm going to leave it in here we go. There. Anyway, doesn't matter. I can see the angle. I can fix all that later. There we go. The error went away. And now I'm going to see if I can fly. Nice. Whoop. All right, so anyway, on that note, let me see if I can fly again. I'm gonna try with the goggles on this time. Because it's hard to know left to right, right is left, etc. And as you can see, is this thing still recording? No, it stopped recording. Okay. So, even though it crashed, there was no flip error. Okay, stats, 11 seconds. Battery. Alright, so I see the crash. So now that you see there's a crash thingy happening, right, and it's recording. Yep, it's still recording. So now, when I press this button, it should disappear. Okay? See? Voila. And that fixes that. And except the only thing I can't fix is the flying experience. But let's try it again. Well, anyway, yeah, on that note, that's pretty good though. better flying than the last time with those rates. They were pretty good. And from outside, my flying is a little bit better. Anyway, that's it. This will help you get your settings back to normal, and it should stay that way. Remember to save them in case you need to flash the firmware or update everything. And I hope this video helped you. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you have ideas for other videos, feel free to leave them down below. And I'll see you all next time.